Suddenly, on August 8th, an incredible, never-before-seen storm slammed into Whitby. Crowds gathered on the East Cliff, their eyes wide as they watched the furious sea and the desperate struggle to guide fishing boats to safety. And then, that foreign schooner, seen earlier, battled the fierce winds. But in an amazing twist, it suddenly swept right into the harbor, revealing a truly horrifying sight. The schooner Demeter slams onto Tate Hill Pier. From its deck, an immense dog suddenly springs forth, vanishing into the night. A brave coast guard is the very first to board, discovering the steersman dead, lashed right to the wheel with a crucifix. Surgeon J.M. Caffin examines the body, confirming the poor man had been gone for days already. A reporter, allowed to see everything, takes it all in, noticing the rules involved and the public's sheer awe at the strange event. The storm finally calms down and the schooner is identified. It's the Russian Demeter from Varna, carrying silver sand and some curious wooden boxes of mold. Mr. S.F. Billington, the consignee, quickly takes possession of the cargo, while the Russian consul steps in to handle the ship. But here's the really strange part. The mysterious dog that landed from the ship is still nowhere to be found. And then a local mastiff is discovered, terribly wounded and dead. It's all making the town feel very, very uneasy. On July 18th, the captain of the Demeter began his log, already noting some truly strange occurrences. The ship set sail from Varna, carrying shiny silver sand and mysterious boxes of earth. As they sailed through the Bosphorus and Dardanelles, the crew, including Petrovsky and Abramoff, grew more and more scared. They kept crossing themselves, whispering about something on board, but wouldn't say another word. On July 16th, a real chill went through the crew when the mate reported Petrovsky had vanished, making their dread grow even deeper. Then Olgarin whispered to the captain, claiming he'd spotted a tall, thin, very strange man right there on deck. To calm the rising panic, the captain ordered a super thorough search of the entire ship, but they found absolutely nothing, only those big, dusty wooden boxes of mold. But just when things seemed calm, a chilling terror crept right back onto the Demeter. Poof! Another man vanished, prompting the dwindling crew to demand double watches. The brave second mate volunteered to steer, but then he disappeared too. Now, the captain and mate agreed they had to arm themselves. As the ship drifted through a thick, spooky fog towards England, the fear among the remaining men grew bigger and bigger. Imagine this. As the ship sailed closer to England, something truly strange happened to the mate. He leaned in close to the captain, whispering, "It's aboard," and insisted his knife had gone right through it. Believing this mysterious "it" was hiding in the ship's hold, he bravely went down to search among the boxes. Then a terrifying scream echoed. The mate reappeared, absolutely wild with fear, crying, "The sea will save me!" And with a splash, he leaped right overboard, leaving the captain all by himself. All alone on the Demeter, the captain suddenly spots it in the dimness of the night. He realizes the mate was right to jump, but still, he bravely decides he must fulfill his duty. So, he plans to tie his hands to the ship's wheel with a crucifix, hoping to save his soul and honor, even as his strength fails and death draws near. Finally, he writes his very last entry, hoping his bottle will be found. Even though the inquest couldn't quite decide how the captain met his end, the whole town absolutely hailed him as a hero. A grand public funeral was quickly arranged, and over 100 boat owners pledged to follow his body all the way to its resting place in the cliffside churchyard. But amidst all this, the mysterious dog from the Demeter was still nowhere to be found, leaving everyone in town feeling terribly sad. Imagine this! On August 8th, Mina Harker recorded Lucy Westenra's incredibly restless night during the big storm. Lucy actually sleepwalked not once, but twice, and each time she even dressed herself. But quick-thinking Mina managed to undress her and gently return her to bed without ever waking her up. Still, a growing worry tugged at Mina's heart for Jonathan Harker, as she wondered if he was safe on land or still out on the wide, wild sea. On August 10th, Mina Harker and Lucy Westenra went to the really sad funeral for the Demeter's captain. Lucy was so upset and just couldn't sit still, and Mina thought it was because of her sleepwalking and how sensitive she was. But then, things got even scarier when old Mr. Swales was found dead right on their favorite bench, his neck broken, and a look of pure terror frozen on his face. And if that wasn't enough, a dog acted super weird and terrified near a tombstone, which made Lucy even more worried. So Mina quickly planned a super long walk to make Lucy tired and stop the sleepwalking.